Bonjour Watcher, this is Johnny Banger 45. Welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. In the last episode, the five girls talking about the girl with Yuji-kun, and now we're going to see what will happen next in the next episode. Let's see what will happen when Yuji came back. I can't remember this one in the anime.
されど10分の差なのよ。悪いこと言わないから電話しておきなさい。
Getting a lecture about women from JB is distinctly aggravating, but I don't think she's wrong. I take my private cell phone out of my work clothes breast pocket and pause for a moment in thought. No, don't think I will after all.
あら、どうして？
You're assuming that Amane is still waiting, but there's a chance she gave it up hours ago. If I call her now and get sorry I was asleep, it would be pretty damn awkward.
待ってると思うけどな。女の子には嫌われないようにしておきなさい。
If there's some reason I need to worry about that, I will take appropriate measures.
人類の半分は女よ。汝の隣人を愛する前に、汝敵を作るなかれってね。女の子には優しくして、有意義な学生生活を楽しんだ方が得じゃない。もしAmane-chanが怒ってたら、ちゃんと謝るのよ。
I can't think of any reason why she'd be angry. I told Amane beforehand that I'd be back late and I don't remember asking her to wait for me. If she's still waiting anyway, logically speaking that nobody's fault but her own. But for some reason I do feel like I should at least come up with some insult. Excuse me, am I losing my age or something? Yes, it's pretty late.
はい、到着。お疲れ様。
Appreciate you going out of your way to drop me off.
いいのよ。それじゃあまたあなたにしかできない仕事が入ったら連絡するわ。
Do me a favor, try not to call me out of every little thing, alright?
そう言わないの。予備役ってことでこの学園に通う許可が下りたんだから。
I'm aware. Alright, JB. See you later.
あ、ちょっと待って、ユージ。
What now?
今日はお疲れ様。今日のあなた、とっても素敵だったわ。すごく激しくてワイルドで、私、しびれちゃった。
Okay, fan service, I guess. What is this? All of a sudden, why are you getting out of the car?
あなたにお休みのキスをしようと思って。
What?
おやすみ、ユージ。
Hey, the hell? Suddenly, Jamie twines her arms around me and throws closer, planting a kiss on the side of my face with all the forces and speed of the rattlesnake striking its prey. Tee yourself, seriously, no sitting.
じゃあね、ユージ。愛してるわ。また連絡するね。
Why you love for a woman to say this to me casually? Vigorously out into the air. In the next moment, she's spinning noisily off into the night. What the hell was that all about? When JB acts like that, it means she ups to something. I can't imagine what she possibly hoped to accomplish this time, but it's best to err on the side of cautious when dealing with a woman's schemes. Some sort of trap. I mumbled to myself uneasily. Watching JB's car rewind quickly into the distance like a bad boy, fleeing the scene of a successful prank, and when I turn back towards the school, the nature of her snare becomes clear at once. Oh! Sachi saw that woman kiss Yuji. This is very bad. Sachi stands frozen a little distance away. Her cheeks are flushed red. She lightly beating down on her lower lid. Her whole body seems to be trembling slightly. She's holding a white plastic shopping bag in her hand, probably on her way back from an expedition to the convenience store by the station.
私、何も見てませんから。
Hey, hold on, Sachi. I'm pretty sure you are misunderstanding something very badly right now. Let me explain.
私、みちる様に頼まれたアイスクリームを買って帰る途中なので、失礼します。
Oh, come on, no, don't you. I'm telling you to hold on a second, alright? JB and I are, well, our relationship isn't.
わかっています。ただれた関係というやつですよね。私も子供ではないので。男の人はそういう体だけのドライな関係というか、むしろウェットな関係を求めるということも理解しています。ノープロブレムです。はい。
No, that's not. JB and I are, look, you got this wrong. She was just growing around.
はい、わかってます。大人の悪ふざけですね。大丈夫です。あまねさんには黙っておきますから。このことは薄い私の胸にそっとしまっておきますから。
Look, Sachi, can you please just calm down?
疑ってますか？疑ってますね。大丈夫です。こう見えても私、口は硬い方なんです。なんなら今この場で押し倒してキスして確かめてみますか？
Say what?
風見さん。
What?
もしかして私今、とんでもないことを言いましたか？
Yes, you did indeed.
もしかして、私はこの後、レイプされるのでしょうか？
By who? Stop pointing at me. Look, just get lost, will you? Michiru is waiting, right?
はい、失礼しました。
For crying out loud. There's no way that was a coincidence. JB must have noticed her. What a malicious prank. The dose was way too strong for a girl with no immunity whatsoever. God damn it, JB. I think I might need to give that woman a serious scolding one of these days.
風見さん。
What? You're still here? You need something?
ほっぺに口紅ついてます。あまねさんに会う前に拭いてください。それでは。
Unbelievable! Every last one of them. Even as I murder my complaints, I wipe my cheeks clean with the cuff of my work uniform. JB's priceless lipstick, visibly distinct from the knockout stuff students buy in the convenience stores, is reduced to a fragment smeared by a sleep by my pea Grisaia. It smells distinctly of a grown woman. As I take a whiff, the constant sense of gunpowder short by my uniform also pricks my nose. Do I smell? Well, whatever. There's nothing I can do about it right now. To be honest, coming back late to this sort of slap routine is kind of a pair. Especially after hours of tension and strain on the job, my feet feels oddly heavy as I walk towards the dorm. Back when I was in active duty, I don't think this much would have worn me out. I guess I probably got a little soft since I entered this school. Walking past the school building, I just crossing over the covered pathway leading to the gym when something ahead catches my eyes. There's a light on my window. Amane, she actually awake? There was no guarantee I even come back. In the first place, there was absolutely nothing in for her. Why sit around in an empty room? Does she enjoy wasting her time? When people put a lot of time into something that produces no concrete benefits to them, their activity can often be classified as a hobby. Maybe sitting around patiently is someone's favorite pastime. There are a lot of bizarre hobbies out there, no doubt, and it's hardly my place to tell Amane how to spend her leisure time. Even so, I have to say she's probably better off finding some slightly more rewarding pursuit. Of course, whether I will ever be shared that opinion with her is another matter entirely. The instant I open the door to my room, the smell of domestic life floods into my nose. For a moment, I hesitate in entrance, my hands frozen on the doorknob. The scene of another human being mingles with the lingering smells of some sort of cooking, forming a gizzy, homely mix. When I was a child, and later, when I lived with my master, this scent was ubiquitous, natural. But right now, it feels alien to me. My room seems strangely unfamiliar.
おかえり。
Yeah, I'm home. Slightly averted my gaze from an unexpected smile. I glanced at my wristwatch. It's already past 10 p.m. At my old school, we'd be past light hours by now. Were you waiting for me?
まあね。書き置きだけ残して部屋に戻ろうかとも思ったんだけど、やることもあったし。
What?
アイロンがけ。
I glanced around the room. The clothes I had left scattered on the floors earlier had gone. I exchanged a clean iron needed for the school uniform sits next to Amane.
アイロンは、糊がバリバリに効いてる方がいいんだよね。
Yeah. In my line of work, any uniform you wear is expected to be stiff as board at all times. Get spotted with a wrinkle or two and your superiors are going to give you absolute hell as a general rule. As a result, I got an ingrained habit of spraying enough starch on my shirts that you can practically prop them like a tent after iron, but I'm pretty sure I never discussed any of this with Amane before. She's probably noticed my shirts are always crisp and reached that conclusion on her own. Not that this is anything out of the ordinary for her. She got a truly impressive eye for this sort of detail.
それと胸のところのボタンが取れかけてたから縫い直しておいた。
She passes over the uniform with a smile. On its patch, there's indeed one button with a slightly different color thread. It's been sewn on particularly firmly. The sight gives me a strange feeling of deja vu. What's this feeling? Right, back in elementary school, I've been wearing a shirt with a loose button when someone stopped me, then proceeded to sew it back on right when I stood. My one and only sister, Kazami Kazuki. Well, Kazami Kazuki, yes, it is indeed Yuji's elder sister. I see.
実は裁縫はあんまり得意じゃなくてさ、ちょっと縫い目がごつくなっちゃったけど、取れちゃうよりはマシでしょ?
Yeah, thanks. Now that I think about it, hobbies aren't the only reason people act in unprofitable way. Family. The word wells up spontaneously somewhere in the depths of my chest. Working for someone else without compensation, without any expectation, okay, simply out of affection as if it's the most natural thing in the world. That's what family is, or so they tell me.
ねえ、晩ご飯はどこかで食べてきた?
No, I haven't eaten anything.
じゃあ、お腹空いてるよね。すぐに食べる?
Yeah.
待ってて。今温め直すから。
Smiling casually, Amane heads to the kitchen with lights gracefully steps. She then places a plate filled with sweet and sour pork and calamari rings in the microwave. Speaking of which, why is there a microwave in my room anyway? I don't remember it being here when I left. For that matter, there's an unfamiliar rice cooker sitting on the shelf next to it. What's with the microwave?
ああ、これね。マキナが使ってたレンジなの。あの子、自分の部屋にはめったに戻らないし、もう使わないだろうから、ユージの部屋に寄付してくれるって。
That rice cooker too?
そういうこと。3合炊きの小さいやつだけど、半合で炊くよりは手間がかからなくていいでしょ?
I see. The sound that inspired a moment of unease when I entered the room was probably the trace of a fragment steam produced by this small rice cooker. Even as a kid, I didn't have much in the way of happy family dinners. But after my parents and sister died, I came to view meals as nothing more than a regular scheduled nutrition supply period. And now something inside me shrinks instantly away from this sort of warm, domestic meal. There is always this nagging, almost guilty sense that I don't belong in this picture. Of course, when I was living with my master, there were a few meals like this, but that woman was fundamentally crappy in the kitchen and rarely bothered to cook a full-fledged dinner. The food she served me wasn't inedible, but it was never what you could call tasty either. JB would occasionally stop by on a whim and whip up something up, and the food was definitely an improvement. But it was hard to get too emotional about it, knowing I was going to be cleaning up the mess she always left in the kitchen. Hey, Amane. I think I asked this before, but why do you stick to me so persistently?
だから、一目惚れって言ったよね。それプラス私の性格。なんか私って誰かの世話を焼くのが好きみたい。
I think this has a connection with her encounter with Kazuki. Yeah, you will know later. Do you really expect me to be satisfied with that explanation?
だって他に言いようがないもの。っていうか、どうしてそんなに疑うかな?
Because it was way too convenient a story. Can't help feeling a little skeptical. A beauty with huge breasts falls in love with me at first sight, and then unilaterally lavish attention to me on out of sheer affection. I'm not quite wet enough behind the ears to swallow that shoddy manga-style setup. There's something else behind this. I don't think this is me being paranoid. It seems like common sense.
逆に聞くけど、ユージは今まで何人の女の子と付き合ってきたわけ?
I never dated anyone in my life.
だったらさ、ユージが知らないだけで私みたいな女がいたって変じゃないでしょ?
Well, I guess. Can't deny that I got gaps in my knowledge. If she declares this is just how women are these days, I don't have enough points of reference to mount a rebuttal.
自分に理解できないものをありえないと否定するのは簡単だけど、それって自分の無知を棚に上げた発言なんじゃないかな。すぐに理解しろとは言わないけど、せめて世の中には私みたいな女もいるって事実は認めないと。
You have a point. As a result of ignorant reality it didn't want to accept, This country once marched blindly into a crushing defeat, mounting flowery rhetoric about inevitable victory the whole way. In the same way, dismissing a perspective you can't understand as ridiculous is just an egotistical refusal to admit other ways of looking at the world exist. At the very least, I have to acknowledge that my values are universal.
はーい、お待たせ。用意できたよ。
Eat time. Tell me something, Amane.
何？
Do you really love me?
言わなかったっけ？大好きだよ。
No hesitation whatsoever. And yet her words still rings hollow in my ears. Is the problem on my end? Well, fine. I guess there's at least one woman out there deranged enough to fall in love with a man like me. I will accept that as a reality.
何それ？つまり、私がユージを好きだって言葉、信じる気になったってこと？
I'm not going to accuse you of lying, that's all. I still don't understand why you feel the way you do, and there's no change in fact that I find overly convenient women vaguely nauseating.
さ、私の一方的な片思いなのは分かってるけど、それでもこうして海外しく接してくる私を少しは不憫だなとか思わないわけ？
If I start lying to you out of compassion and dating you out of pity, will you really be happy?
たとえきっかけが同情だったとしても、同情のまま終わるような女じゃないもの、私。
You are one hell of a tough, proactive woman, you know that.
惚れ直した？
To be honest, I'm envious.
いいからご飯食べちゃいなさい。
Yeah, sounds like a plan. I bring my hands together in front of the food. I'm gonna zap with loving care in the microwave, giving her my thanks and moving my chopstick toward the plate. Sweet and sour boiled fried squid. It's one hell of a strange combination. Thematically speaking, but the taste itself is impeccable as ever. Her skill at cooking is superb, and in contrast to her seemingly rough, careless attitude, she is unusually attentive to small details and highly considerate of others' needs. A good woman, any way you look at her. Of course, I think that's the exact reason I can't rid myself of my doubt. Why would she fall in love with me, of all people? It's delicious.
そう、よかった。
Whatever the case may be, I think Amane's smile is probably genuine, and that's why it makes me feel like there's a thorn stabbing into my chest. Why I even deserve to be loved? I understand that I'm overthinking things, but I can't stop. Every time I get on this train of thought, I start wondering why I'm even living for, whether there's a real meaning in my survival. I start to think I must be pretty pathetic excuse for a human being if I can't believe in that smile. When you get down to it, my master was still just a punk kid. Just as my mouth begins to lose out into self-deprecating smiles, the sound of cell phone message alerts resounds inside the room. I still reach my hands to the breast pocket of my words closed, but the sound did come from my pocket, which would mean...
あれ、メールだ。
Amane takes out her cell phone she left carelessly in the pocket of her jeans over the pen peers down the LED screen.
さっちゃんからだ。何々？
Oh my god, this is bad. Very bad. It seems the message was sent from Komani Sachi's email address. At that name, my chopstick abruptly stopped dead in midair. For some reason, I have a bad feeling about this. Apparently finishing with Sachi's message, Amane quietly brushes out her long hair with her free hand.
ねえ、ユージ。これ、何？
Amane holds out her cell phone for my inspection. Naturally, Sachi's email is displayed on the screen. From Sachan to Amane, I can't say a thing, and I didn't say a thing. The contents of the image are the single short line, and the problem lies in the image attached to it. It's a camera snapshot taken only a little while ago. Wife was peaceful, scared worriedly in front of the school gate with JB pressing her legs to my cheeks, both arms twined around me. Do not say anything, but you show the evidence. Well, that was involuntarily I swallowed the food in my along with a lump of spit. It goes down my throat like a rock. Okay, Sachi, what happened to not say anything to Amane? I mean, I guess she did it technically put in words, but well, this Sachi we're talking about, I doubt she did this for the malicious pleasure of it. The burden of keeping this secret was just too heavy for her to bear. In agony with guilt over Amane's ignorance, she probably took advantage to this dubious loophole out of sheer desperation. It was just a stupid prank of JB's.
いたずら？
Well, let's see. It's kind of a long story, but that's pretty much just how she is. Mind going into that long story of yours? What exactly were you doing with the JBs at the front gate? That's the logically next question for me to ask, but Jerry is a naturally wicked woman prone to harassing me in this way at unexpected moments just so she can smirk at my agitation. Wouldn't be my explanation, I guess, but it's hard to say not to satisfy Amane. Unfortunately, it also happened to be truthful, so there's not much I can do about it.
アルバイトに行ってたんじゃなかったの？
Yeah, I was, wait, that doesn't mean this is my job, okay? It isn't.
あ、そう。
The music is just suddenly stopped. Saying that and that alone, Amane closes the cell phone in her hands with a snap, not betraying any particular interest. I sort of expect you to ask me about the job at this point.
どこで何をしていたの？
Oh! I told you I work for a cleaning company, right?
うん。
Today we were cleaning a 20-story building in Tokyo, but where this big rat appeared when we were still getting set up, so everyone ended up chasing it around. Things were thought the rat was unsuspected, but we ended up losing sight of it entirely. If we just letting the things get away, eventually pop out in whole again and cause more havoc. And our client was telling us I can't sleep at night when there are rats on the loose and all that. So we ended up splitting up to try things out of a rat. It was pretty sly. It took a good 3 hours before we found it again and finally exterminated the thing. I intentionally replacing certain notes with metaphorical analogs, but the information I give Amane is otherwise roughly accurate. I really did spend hours running through the web of sweating under Tokyo in hot pursuit of a rat. Actually, the rat is the person, right? Incidentally, a gas master is absolutely nothing to improve the smell of raw sewage.
へえ、大変だったんだね。
Yeah, I guess it's all about but that's all you have to say. And the episode here right now, my friend. Thank you for watching my video. My video is just for fun. We're gonna continue in the next one.
セーブするわ。
I wonder what will happen. Don't take up brothers and sisters, okay? Man's world, woman's world. Wow, this is quite a long episode. Don't take up brothers and sisters, okay? Magic word time. Adios e famosa. Now we have a music.